Hello, parents and students, and welcome back to another episode of Tatman Talks. I know that last week you guys didn't get one of these, and my apologies. I really just couldn't get to it. Things have been so busy with school and outside of school. I do apologize, but we are back at it this week, back on track, and looking forward to it. So here is the episode for September 27th, 2021. I can't believe that September is almost over. So what's coming up this week? Well, last week we started our Unit 4, which is over the American Revolution and statehood. So we will be continuing the discussion with the Declaration of Independence, specifically looking at the signers. We're also going to be looking at Loyalists and Patriots and what their roles were, and looking at the Battle of Kettle Creek and Siege of Savannah. On Monday, we have a short Declaration of Independence presentation. Then students are going to be analyzing a letter that was written to the signers of the Declaration of Independence from Georgia. Then the students will take a quick quiz over the Declaration of Independence. It's going to be about 5 questions, and they should do fantastic with the time that we have spent on this. This is going to be for a grade. So students, please do your best. Tuesday, we're going to get started with a picture preview activity. We're just going to be looking at a picture and answering some questions. Then we're going to be going into a song analysis activity. We're going to be looking at the song Farmer Refuted from the musical Hamilton. I'm very excited about this activity. We're just going to be looking at the lyrics, and we're going to be deconstructing those lyrics and trying to figure out who's a loyalist, who's a patriot, what their roles were, why they thought the way that they thought, all of that good stuff. Then we're going to be doing a loyalist or patriot activity on its learning. As a side note, if any of you have access to the musical Hamilton, I know that it is located on Disney Plus right now. I would highly suggest watching it. If you're into that kind of thing, it is a wonderful show and does a really good job of talking about things that we have been discussing or will discuss within this unit and moving forward. And it's entertaining. Wednesday, we're going to be starting it off with a little game of The Price is Right. Won't go into too many details, but it should be fun. Then the students are going to be looking at documents completing a battle stations activity, looking at the Battle of Kettle Creek and the Siege of Savannah and a little group known as the Liberty Boys. On Thursday, we're going to be doing another activity called Content Connections. Should be fun. Then the students are going to be taking another quiz over Georgia's participation in the American Revolution. Once again, it's a short 5-question quiz. Students should do great because they will just have had this material, and this is for a grade. Fridays. Fridays are now what we call Timeline Fridays. Students received a project on Friday of last week. That would have been September 24th. They received a handout explaining the project. It's also located on its learning in the Friday folder for last week. But essentially, they're going to have to create a timeline with specific events and people that we are talking about throughout this unit. And then it is going to be for a test grade, and it is due October 22nd. So students have quite a bit of time to get this done. But we also want to ensure that they don't have to do everything at home. They might have to do some things at home because it is a project. But we are giving them time in class on Fridays to work on this. So this Friday is all about working on your timeline. Important dates coming up. All right, October 4th and 5th are digital learning days. October 6th and through the 8th is fall break. Yay! I hope you guys have some fun stuff planned during the break, or if you don't, that you just get a lot of rest and relaxation. On October 22nd, that is when the timeline project is due, and then October 29th is the district interim. So want to make sure that we show our knowledge as best as we can on the 29th. Absences. When students are absent voluntarily or involuntarily, they are still responsible for all missing work during their time out. Students will be given ample time to complete the missing assignments. I take late work, so really anytime they get it done, I'll fix the grade. It's Learning is updated daily, so your student should always have access to what is being done that day within It's Learning. I also label what's clearly being taken up for a grade so they can focus on hitting those assignments first. Just some other housekeeping things. Grades are being updated weekly, so please make sure you're checking your child's progress on Infinite Campus. If they have an M and says it's missing, it is missing. And so they probably just haven't turned it in yet. I try my best when kids do turn in late work to get that put in the grade book as soon as possible, but I do ask for some patience. You know, we all have a lot of stuff on our plate and we're all doing the best we can. So I promise if your kid turned it in, I will put it in the grade book as soon as I can. Remember that I accept all late work with no penalty, so, you know, things happen and you get behind or you have things going on other than schoolwork, totally understandable. Don't want to punish you for that, but I can't grade what I don't have. So it is so important for your students to get any and all missing work turned in. If you have any questions or concerns about your child's progress or maybe missing assignments or anything like that, please feel free to contact me through Remind or email. I'll be happy to get back with you or set up a time to talk with you, whatever works best. Well, that's all I have for you this week, folks. I feel like that was a little bit longer than normal, but hopefully you guys got some good information and you guys are going to have an awesome week. So, can't wait to learn with you guys, and catch you in the classroom.